Hey, Samuel. Long time no see. We haven't talked in 2 years, right? What? Is that you, Leo? Long time no see. How are you? Doing fine, I guess. I was worried because I was suddenly not able to contact you anymore. Even if I asked Mom about it, she would just kind of brush it off. We live so far apart as well, so it's hard to just go and visit you. Yep. So that's what was happening. What? Did something happen? Well, you see, for some reason you were blocked on my account and I was unable to contact you all this time. Even your phone number was blocked for some reason. Huh? Why? I don't know either. I thought that I must have made some sort of mistakes when messing around with the settings, but I really don't remember anything. I see. Anyways, sorry for not being able to contact you for 2 years. Well, I guess it can't be helped. I'm just glad you weren't purposely ignoring me. Tell me about it when you find out what happened, alright? Sorry. So, is there something you need to tell me? Yeah, to be honest, I'm sorry about what I have to tell you now. Something you're going to be pretty shocked by, so I want you to mentally prepare yourself. Alright, what is it? I'm going to be getting married, so I can't give you the $3,500 every month anymore. Huh? I mean, I know it's a bit late for me to get married, but I am already 45 after all. But my girlfriend is a single mother who works for me at the company, which means that if I were to marry her, I would suddenly become the father of 2 8-year-old twins. I'm really sorry, but I'm going to have to prioritize other things from now on, so I won't be able to give you money every month. Oh, and one more thing. I'm going to say this to you for my sake and for your sake as well. It's embarrassing that my brother is unemployed, so please just get a job. I wonder what my girlfriend would think. What are you talking about? Please, I'm begging you. Hold on, Leo. But I'm the one who's getting married, and I'm the one who's sending you money every month. Huh? I'm the one who sends you $3,500 every month, and I'm the one who's getting married. Wait, you're getting married? But you're 34 and still unemployed. Aren't you the one that's 45 and unemployed? Huh? Huh? Hold on. I feel like Yep, it seems the two of us aren't on the same page. Why don't we first talk about what's happening in our lives? Good idea. You first. Just like I said earlier, I'm currently dating a single mother who works for me at my job, and I'm going to marry her soon. And when I marry her, I'll also become the father of her 8-year-old twins. Hold on. So what you're saying is you have a job and actually earn money? Yeah, of course. But Mom told me that you stopped going to work and are now just staying in your room all day. The company I work for started encouraging its employees to work from home. I now just go to the office a few times each month. Oh, and 5 years ago, the company started allowing its employees to undertake side jobs, and I earn income from that now as well. I see, so that's what was happening. Okay, tell me about your life now. All right. Oh, sorry, can you hold on for a bit? What's the matter? I got a text from Mom. She gets mad if I don't reply immediately. So, could you wait for a bit? Got it.
Hello, Samuel. There's a favor I need to ask of you.
Hi, Mother. What is it?
Well, I'm really sorry, but you're going to send your brother money the day after tomorrow, right? I was wondering if you could send a bit extra.
Why? I feel that $3,500 each month is enough to support the two of you.
To tell you the truth, your brother spent hundreds of dollars on a video game, and now we don't have enough money for food. Just a little bit's enough, $4,000. Actually, $3,800 is enough. Can I count on you?
I can't really reply immediately. Could you wait until tomorrow?
I see. It can't be helped, I guess. I understand. Reply as soon as possible, okay?
I'm back, Leo. Hey, what did Mom say? She told me to give you guys even more money this month. Huh? She says that you spent hundreds of dollars on a video game and now you two don't have enough money to buy food. What? I'm the kind of person who doesn't buy in-game currency, so I don't know what she's talking about. Anyways, why is she asking you for money in the first place? It seems Mom isn't on the same page as well. What the hell is going on? Oh, I didn't tell Mom that I was texting you, so try not to tell her as well. Oh yeah, this is getting messy, and I have a feeling that that's for the best. Okay, so let's continue our conversation. About me now. Okay, continue, please. I work from home now. Up until 3 years ago, I was a regular office worker, but my side job started making more money than my main job, so I decided to quit my job at the office and do that instead. What kind of job is it? I make gameplay videos on YouTube. I don't show my face, though. I see. That is a unique job, but I guess it pays well, huh? Mom said that Samuel just plays games all day and shuts himself in his room. You always good at games, right? I'm convinced. Oh, and one more thing. If you have me blocked, you don't know this as well, I guess. I moved to Tokyo 2 days ago. What? Tokyo? You lived in M Prefecture before, right? Yep. I was assigned there when I was an office worker and kept living in the same apartment even after I quit. But my girlfriend who I used to work with was moved to the headquarters located in Tokyo. We were planning on getting married anyway, so I took this opportunity to move in with her in her new apartment in Tokyo. So does that mean you haven't married yet, but you're living with Mom and your girlfriend? Huh? No, Mom opposed me dating my girlfriend, so I didn't even tell her about me moving to Tokyo. Why did you think I was living with Mom? Mom lives with you, right? What? 2 years ago when she and Dad got divorced, she moved in with you, right? No, you're the one who lives with her, right? No, I live on my own at an apartment near my office. Huh? So this means that I thought you were living with Mom and you thought I was living with Mom? If neither of us have been lying until now, then I guess that's what it means. Then where's Mom living? Speaking of which, the stuff about you giving me money was strange as well. Mom has been asking me to give you two money every month since you didn't have a job. Me too. She told me to give you two money since you were now unemployed and just stayed in your room all day. Seriously? Where do you put the money, Leo? At a bank account Mom owns at C Bank. I heard she's been using it since before she married Dad. That's where I put the money as well. Hold on, brother. Does this mean that... Yep, Mom is really suspicious right now. I'll ask Dad about it. What? Dad? I heard from Mom that they got divorced because Dad cheated on her and he's been distant ever since. Oh yeah, she told me that too. But Dad didn't say anything about it and just entered a facility for the elderly in his hometown, right? I felt that the way he acted during those last few days I saw him was a bit strange. I see. Hold on for a bit. I'll try to contact Dad. Got it.
Hello, Samuel. Did you send the money yet? It's already past the day you're supposed to send it to us. Like I told you a few days earlier, the two of us are going to be in big trouble unless you send us a bit extra. I'd be glad if you sent it by today. I'm counting on you, all right? Leo, did you send the $3,500 yet? If you don't send us the money soon, we won't be able to buy food anymore. You see, Samuel wasted our money again and spent a ton of money on his video games. I'd be glad if you sent it by today. I'm counting on you, all right?
So you asked Samuel to send you a bit of extra money because I had spent hundreds of dollars on games, but it's fine if I pay the regular $3,500?
Huh?
I guess he'd be able to manage it though, since apparently he's succeeding as a YouTuber.
Leo, what are you talking about?
It doesn't matter, I guess, because you're not going to fool me or Samuel ever again.
Hold on. Don't tell me that.
You're the one who blocked Samuel on my phone, right? I wanted to contact Samuel, so I tried a lot of things, which is when I noticed that for some reason, he was set to blocked on my phone. You did that so we couldn't contact each other, allowing you to ask us to give you money every month, right?
What are you talking about? There's no way I would do such a thing.
I met with Dad.
What?
I know about everything. He said you two got divorced, not because he cheated on you, but because you cheated on him. Apparently he was able to divorce you on the condition that he wouldn't tell us about your adultery. But he didn't think that you would lie and tell us that you two got divorced because he was the one who cheated on you. And if that's the case, then I'll tell you everything, he said.
That man, to think he would break a promise.
You did something much worse than breaking a promise, Mother. Since when were me and Samuel unemployed? The $3,500 we sent you every month, that's $7,000 each month. What or who did you spend it on?
Well...
Pascal Gardillo, age 65. He's the man you cheated on Dad with and the man you're living with currently, right? Even if there were lies. It was after you had divorced Dad, and I have no intention of making love an age thing. But in order to support yourself and this other man, since he wasn't old enough to receive a pension yet, and also to ensure a life of luxury in retirement, you lied to your sons and stole $7,000 from them every month. Me and Samuel won't be able to just forgive this, don't you think?
But both of us are now in our late 60s. It would have been hard for us to find jobs. Which is why I thought I would get you two to help me.
Then you should have just told us to give you money and not set up this elaborate scheme. If you had asked us, who knows? It probably wouldn't have been much money, but I think we would have given you the bare minimum at least. I mean, we probably would have made you break up with Pascal, though. At least you wouldn't have had to steal money from your children like this.
Then I'll break up with Pascal, so don't stop giving me money.
You fooled us once. How am I supposed to know you won't fool me again?
You can let me live with you, or maybe Samuel.
Sorry, that's impossible now.
Why?
Both me and Samuel are getting married.
You're getting married? I get Samuel, but you too?
I get what you're trying to say. When I was in my 30s, I was told by my doctor that I was infertile. And that's what ruined my previous engagement. She wanted a child no matter what. Which is why I had given up trying to get married, but there showed up a person who said that they didn't care if I was infertile. I need to support my family from now on, so I won't be able to give you any more money. It's the same with Samuel.
If that's the case, then just get your wife to get a job.
You don't have a say in such matters, so stop already.
But
I feel like even if we continue talking, we'll just be repeating ourselves, so I'll just tell you our decision. Me and Samuel aren't going to be giving you money anymore.
what?
I don't know where you're living right now, and I don't bother to find out. It's up to you where you get the money from now on.
But if you do that, I won't be able to get by anymore.
You receive a pension, right? If that's not enough, then there are places that will help you find a job.
Please, I'm begging you. It's fine if it's not as much as it used to be. Just give me money. Both you and Samuel make a lot of money, so it should be easy for you too.
Will you not understand unless I tell it to you directly?
What?
You disgust us, Mother.
Huh?
Consider the money we sent you up until now as our payoff money. You don't have to give it back, but don't ever talk to us again.
Hold on.
Bye.
Wait. Samuel, you're not like your brother Leo, right? You won't throw me away, right?
Mother?
Samuel! The money each month. It's fine if it's not as much as it used to be. Just continue giving me money, all right? Maybe $1,000 per month. I asked your brother, but he said he wouldn't give it to me.
I moved, so.
What? You didn't tell me.
Bye.
Samuel! Samuel! Please, I'm begging you. Don't you feel sorry for your mother?
Apparently, Mother went to my old apartment in M Prefecture after that. She needed to make sure that I had actually moved, so she threw a tantrum in front of my door, screaming and banging. The current owner came home during this, and he called the cops on her. Lucky for her, she got off with only a warning. Next, she went to my brother's house. It's really far away from my house in M Prefecture. In fact, it's 400 kilometers away in K Prefecture. And it takes a whole day to get there. But apparently she had nowhere to go since she had Pascal, after she and Pascal broke up after a fight over her not receiving money from us anymore. Meaning that she was also just wandering around looking for a place to live. Leo guessed that she might do this, so he immediately cut his residence contract there and moved in with his girlfriend. After wandering around for over a week with the last of her money, she returned to Pascal. His condition for her return was to get a job and support the both of them, and Mom had no choice but to accept. But no one helps her because they now know that it was what she got for lying to her husband and children.
Keith? Let's start with you giving me a detailed explanation for all that's happened so far.
Asking me for an explanation, huh?
Today is supposed to be the day that my little sister has her wedding with someone, but why on the day of her wedding were you showing up to it wearing the groom's tuxedo? When I saw you walking in on my sister's wedding day as the groom, I was more shocked than actually angered with you. Even now, I'm having a hard time showing any other emotions besides shock because of how outlandish you've been.
Well, as you've pretty much seen everything for what it is, I shouldn't have to give you an explanation for what's going on here.
No, I deserve an explanation for all of that because I currently cannot believe my eyes.
Oh, for crying out loud, I guess there's no way I'm getting out of this without giving you a rundown, so I'll give you that explanation. I'm going to get married to your little sister, Joy, okay? I'm sorry for keeping all that a secret from you. Now, can we get to the part where you divorce me?
Huh? Since when have you been going after my sister, and when did she start to think it was okay to marry my husband?
Well, about half a year ago, I started to talk with her about my feelings towards her. She was working at the bar that I loved to go to a lot back then, and when she came up to me to get my order, she asked me if I was her sister's husband or not. That, I guess, is what you would actually consider the start to all this. And, well, from that point on, I tried my hardest to resist her looks, but man, did the image of me being her in my mind look amazing. And bam! She had a hold of me, and there was no other way for me to free myself anymore.
So you really were taken away by her looks?
Huh?
I know that I've already let you in on this whole story before, but let me explain to you one more time. The reason for why I left my family behind 5 years ago.
What? Why would I need to hear about that again?
My sister, Joy, she, for some reason, takes a liking in stealing anything I lay my hands on, whether that be things or people. And as for my parents, they're the kind of people that look past her doing that sort of stuff to me and love her with all their heart. So to escape such a hellish environment as that, I ran away from my home, leaving everyone in my family behind to start a new life where I didn't have to worry about Joy. Don't you remember when I told you the reason why I couldn't introduce you to my family before we were married was because of that reason? I guess you don't, because in the end, even you, Keith, even you became another part of my sister's hobby and have been stolen away from me.
Oh, come on now. I'm sure that you might just think that your sister is stealing me away from you without any actual emotion to it, but she really does love me, and I love her even more back. And you, of all people, being her sister, should be glad that she's finally found someone like me that makes her so happy. You being not happy to see that just shows how horrible of a person that you really are inside.
And the same could be said of someone that tries to have a wedding with his wife's little sister even before getting a divorce.
Excuse me?
To be honest, I never even wanted to be at my sister's wedding today. Well, either way, I'm going to head home now after this.
Hey! Things have only just begun, and I want you around to see it.
Do you actually think I want to stick around and see the end?
Huh?
You went out and told everyone that you divorced me, and that's how you got all your friends to make it to the wedding today. But those friends of yours that you went out talking to happened to be my friends as well, and figured out right away that something was wrong when the invitation said you'd be marrying my little sister. This isn't going to end well for you, Keith.
Huh? The friends that we both get along with know about this? I don't remember telling any of my friends who are your friends as well about this.
You did, but I won't tell you who. But those friends of ours saw that you sent invitations that you planned to marry my little sister. They were shocked to see that, but were even more shocked that you were doing all of this to me after everyone thought we had such a good relationship. Either way, people know just how messed up all of this is, and the word will start to spread, and everyone will begin to leave.
What?
You can choose to continue with the wedding if you'd like, but don't expect there to be many people remaining after learning about the crap you're trying to pull. Be ready to have the whole world pointing fingers at you for what you've done and calling you a freak and an idiot.
What? That's... Your sister and I were supposed to have a beautiful wedding today and be celebrated by everyone we invited.
Well, with that, in a few days, let's start talks about the settlement I plan to ask from you.
You're planning to ask for money from me now?
And don't plan on coming home today, okay? I don't want to see your face right now, and I don't want to be sleeping in the same house as you anymore.
Wait, Heidi.
I'll be going now. What the heck, Heidi? hurry up and get everyone to come back to our wedding. Huh? Why are you asking me, of all people, to do that? If you want them all back there watching your messed up wedding, then you go get them yourself. But you're the one that did all of this, so you have to get them back here or else they won't listen to me. Just because your husband left you for me because I'm better in every way doesn't mean you can just start talking bad about us and getting everyone to leave the wedding we planned out. What the heck are you thinking? I didn't do anything to make those people start leaving. Those people were all told by a friend of mine, and they chose themselves to believe your wedding is messed up and leave. And I was out of there before everyone else started to leave, so how's that my fault? I'm not responsible for their actions, nor am I going to be responsible for getting them to turn around and go back to you. So go out and get them yourself. Come back here right now! Heidi! It's been destroyed. You may have ruined my whole wedding with what you did, but I'm still going to be married to Keith, and there's nothing you can do about it. Now just divorce him already so that I can have him. I am going to hand in our marriage papers soon, and then make sure that his parents understand that I'll be his new wife. Do you even know where his parents live? What the heck are you talking about? You are living with them right now, right? Huh? Those 60-year-old people that you're living with are his parents, right? I really want to come over there and introduce myself to them, but you're always sitting in their house with them and it's driving me nuts. Can you please hurry up and get lost already? Wait. Could you be mistaking my foster parents for his parents right now? Huh? Foster parents? After I left you guys in that house, I had gone out saying that I was a foster child who had no parents. And that's when I was able to find my foster parents who took me in even though I was already in my late teens. Did you not hear about any of this from Dad? Just wait a second. That means that the gorgeous house that Keith and you have been living in is... This is the house of my foster dad. Then what about Keith's parents? To be honest, I've never met either one of them either. He told me that right after he got into college, his parents went through a tough divorce and then moved off to different places without him. And ever since then, he's been without parents, and that all happened a while back, and he's never even heard from them since. Neither of us even know where they went, to tell you the truth. Huh? So I've never met either of his parents, and he was at least able to meet my foster parents before we had our wedding. Are you kidding me? So you never even talked with Keith about who the older couple is that we've been living with? Because if you asked him whether they were his parents or not, you would have gotten your answer a whole lot sooner. He just told me that I wouldn't be able to see them at the wedding. Well, him being vague with you about it and there being no explanation isn't my problem, but I will say this. Your reason for wanting to marry Keith hasn't been for him, but rather this amazingly beautiful house that I live in right now, right? Well, you getting to live in that house all by yourself with that older couple isn't fair. So that's why I looked for your husband, and when I found the bar he went to often, I applied for a job there and was able to make my move. I planned to marry him so that I could get that house and live there as well. And what about the name on that house? I made sure to double-check the last name on that house and everything. And I can confirm that the last name on that house is the same as Keith's. And that's because Keith took my new last name in the marriage. Huh? When I was adopted by my foster parents after running away from Mom and Dad, they helped me change my last name since I'm legally their child now. And so that would mean that both Keith and I share the same last name as the owners of this house. That's why the name on the house is the same as his last name, right? What the heck? How am I supposed to let you get away with some stupid reason like that? Why didn't you ever tell me you changed your last name sooner? I assumed you would have heard from Mom and Dad about how I found new parents and they adopted me. But to be fair, you never even listened to what I say anyway, and On top of that, after I ran away, you started to tell everyone you kicked me out of the house and that I was mentally ill. That was you spreading that rumor, right? Why would I care about you knowing about my situation after running away when you go and do things like that? Ah, that's right. How about you change your story about getting adopted and make it seem like I was adopted by them instead? If you let me become their child, then I'll let you have Keith back. What? All right, that's a pretty good idea, right? No, that right there is anything but a good idea. Why is it not good? I'm giving you back the man you love so much, right? In your case, you should be begging me to give him back to you. This is your chance. You think I'm still going to love the man that cheated on me with my little sister? Huh? That bastard told me why he went after you a little while ago and explained how much he loves you over me. As well as told me that you've been together for 6 months now. He told you that already? The fact that you're getting surprised by that is surprising. Then, what can I do for you that'll get you to let me be their kid? No matter what you do, you're not going to become their child. But that's not frickin' fair. You always get to have things your way, Heidi. Then, Joy, if you really want to become their new child, do you think you can speak 5 different languages within the next 2 years fluently like me? Huh? You have to be pretty globally sophisticated to be their child, as well as know a lot about my foster dad's company. What the heck? Why do I have to do all that? The reason for me being their foster child is because I helped my foster dad's business, and will someday be the one to take over their company. And that's going to be happening in the next 2 years, so I have to be ready. What? What does this even mean? If you can't do that, then stop trying to be their next child, okay? Also, in the next few days, I'll be asking for a settlement from you. A settlement? Why? Do you really think you could get away with stealing someone's husband and there'd be no consequences for it? Unlike all those times in the past, you're an adult now, and the only thing that can save you now is money, not your parents. So don't go trying to find a way out of this one, because you won't escape me. But you're asking for money from your own sister! Well, that's still up for debate, actually. Whether you really are my little sister anymore or just some stranger to me. But either way, I'm getting a settlement. You're kidding me! In my case, I had my husband stolen from me, so I have the right to take you to court and make you pay for the damages caused. So make sure you pay every penny I ask for, and then get out of my life. But this shouldn't be happening!
Hey, Heidi! You're asking me for over $60,000? Why do I have to pay you that much? You should only be able to ask me for a smaller amount based on me cheating on you, right? I already have to deal with paying for that failed wedding and the wedding ring, but now I'm being asked to pay $60,000?
Well, when it comes to that wedding you have to pay for, you used both our money to start paying for it, right?
Wait, what?
And as for some of the money that I had in my private savings account, you used it as well on that wedding. I don't know how you figured out my PIN for that account, but you took my money without asking.
So you want me to give that back to you, huh?
Well, when you add in that money you took from me in our shared account, the settlement comes out to $60,000.
But I don't have that kind of money right now.
Do you not realize that you stole money from me to use on a wedding with my little sister while we've still been married? If you thought that was okay, then I find it okay to make you go into debt to pay me back. And you have no right complaining to me now, right?
But this... For some reason, I haven't been able to get any response from Joy about this, and now I'm on my own, facing $60,000. Wait, what the hell is going on here? Why did I have to end up dealing with all this by myself? What did I even do that was bad enough to deserve all this?
Maybe go back and look at what you were explaining to me a little while back about what you did and my sister did. Anyway, I'm going to have my lawyer be the one to deal with you now. So take the number that's on that business card I left for you and talk with my lawyer if you have anything else to say.
And you're just gonna leave me now?
You already know the answer to that question, Keith. Now, goodbye forever.
Wait a second, Heidi. Having to get divorced from you in this manner? I don't have anywhere to go if you leave me like this. Heidi!
To start, let's talk about my sister, Joy. She had tried to get her parents to pay off the settlement I had asked for from her, but not even they had the money to pay for what I was asking. Just a little while back, the business they had ended up going bankrupt, and they had to sell their house in order to pay the bank, and have since then been without proper jobs. So with whatever money they all did have, they used to pay me, and then all had to move away into a small and worn-down apartment together. Joyce still hasn't paid everything off that I've asked for yet, but I'll make sure that she pays me little by little until she'd met the amount I've asked for. And now, here's what happened with my ex-husband. He had touched money that was not his in the first place, and even then, after using said money, he didn't have anything left to pay me that $60,000 I asked for. He ended up having to borrow money to pay the money I was asking for off, and then after that was left with no place to go. He began stalking Joy in hopes of getting money from her, and also handed in marriage paperwork to the city office without her approval. But what happens next with those two now that they might get married will have to be saved for another day, when there's more time to talk.